Hello, I'm Insert Name here,
And I'm Chris P. Bacon.
and this is the 6 o'clock news.
This just in, Florida man lives in Florida.
And an interesting new study suggests that 9 out of every 10 Americans believe that out of 10 Americans, one will always disagree with the other 9.
And now to reporter in the field.
I'm in a field!
Thanks, reporter.
And now to our top story.
Get it? Because it's a top?
And now to a topic I'm sure everyone knows about, gerrymandering.
Actually, Phil, no one knows about that. Care to explain?
I have no idea either, Steve. I just read the teleprompter. Luckily, we brought in an expert that knows all about it.
Gerrymandering is the restructuring of political voting districts to give one political party an advantage. This can be done through packing as many members of one party into as few districts as possible, or breaking one party's voters into several different districts in which they are far outnumbered and have no chance of winning a seat. These gerrymandered districts often look very strange, such as North Carolina's 12th district or Maryland's 3rd district.
Wow, it really makes you wonder how they come up with these voting districts.
I know how I would do it. That one looks good!
I hope you're aware that I can't see what you're thinking.
No matter, the audience could, and that's what's important.
Anyway, this seems like an important issue, being that it unfairly represents the voters' wishes.
You can say that again. It's extremely unfair that despite having fewer voters in a state, one party can end up with more seats in the legislature. Do you have any ideas on how to solve this?
I don't. But we have a top political expert right here in the studio who does.
Elite political scientists, such as myself, have worked for many years on this issue, and I'm proud to announce that we finally have a solution. Our plan is to replace traditional voting districts with a wholly new system, in which it is the right of every American to have their own personal voting district. This way, no political party can manipulate how much a person's vote counts.
You say this is a right? So what would happen if someone didn't want to exercise this right?
Oh no, you misunderstand. You see, this right is mandatory. In fact, this right is so mandatory that Congress has already passed a number of laws requiring every American citizen to have their own voting district, as well as their own voting machine.
Wow, I have never seen Congress act so fast.
Wait, did you say every citizen gets their own voting machine?
Yes, you see, with this solution, we're actually trying to solve two problems in one. These personal districts will remove the issues of poor representation of our country's voters by making sure each and every voter's voice is exactly the same. And it will also prevent voter fraud.
Well, how would it prevent voting fraud?
You see, every American will be forced to carry around their voting machine at all times. This way, Americans will be able to know that their votes are not being tampered with because they will have their voting machines with them always. Furthermore, in order to truly prevent anything even remotely similar to gerrymandering occurring ever again, Americans will be required to vote in every local and state election around the country, regardless of where they live. This is in addition to any national elections, of course. With these requirements, we can ensure that every election is a true representation of what the country as a whole wants.
Wow, what an elegant system. This truly is the best way to solve gerrymandering.
This just in. Americans are now spending upwards of 6 hours a day voting on local and state elections.
Towns and counties holding votes about whether or not to participate in these new voting laws are drastically increasing the voting times.
Don't you think this is going a bit too far? I mean, voting 6 hours a day? When are we going to have time to do anything else?
Of course it's not going too far. This is the next step that our society needs to take to truly end all of our current voting issues.
It is time to begin your mandatory voting.
Well, Gilbert, I think it's time to get voting.
That it is, Humphrey. Thank you for tuning into the 6 o'clock news. Good night and good news.